We live in a country where we protect those who are innocent. We can protect those who are endangered. It is illegal to end up taking possession of, to sell, to end up offering to take possession of, to sell, to transport any part of an American eagle or bald eagle. That includes their nest, their eggs, or any part of them dead or alive. So that means if we end up owning a feather without permit, we can be fined $5,000 to $2,500 or serve 2 years in prison, depending on the offense. This is a single-cell organism. They are neither plant life nor animal life, but yet PBS Learning Media states that they are one of the most important organisms, life organisms around. This is a baby, or a fetus, or a choice, depending on where you stand. At 8 weeks of gestation, you have a heartbeat. It beats about 150 beats per minute. At 9 weeks, you have measurable brain waves. From conception to birth, the child is developing to end up becoming a perfect human being. A positive test strip ends up giving a woman complete joy or utter dread, depending on what they are expecting. You are either pro-life or pro-choice. There is no middle ground. You either believe that it is a baby you are carrying or it's a choice. According to the National Abortion Federation, I chose them because these are numbers for people who are supporting abortion. Half of all of the pregnancies that happen in the United States are unintended. Half of those pregnancies end in abortion. The figure they give is 1.3 million babies that lives are ended before they are given a chance to live. 52% of the women have not had an abortion beforehand. 28 have had at least one abortion. That means that that's 20% of the women who have had more than 2 abortions that go into clinics to end the babies' lives. At 19, or there's 19% of the people who have an abortion who are within 15 to 19 years old. 33% of them are 20 to 24 years old. We're told that our brains are not fully developed until we're 25. That means that we're allowing people who haven't completely matured yet to make decisions on life and death. Most abortions are ended in the first trimester, but remember, I just told you, your heart starts beating at 8 weeks. Your brain starts having measurable brain waves at 9 weeks. Although that is less common, there are abortions that continue on into the last trimester. My niece was born at 24 weeks. She ended up being 1 pound, 8 ounces, 12 inches long, and had needed to be airlifted to Children's Hospital the moment she was born. She spent several months in ICU. The first week of her life was very dangerous. We lost her 3 times. But just last week, we witnessed her saying "I do" to her best friend. She struggled, but she's there now. We ask our children to grow up and to end up being more mature than they need to be. We let them end up dressing in provocative clothing. We let them end up dressing as adults. We let them behave as adults. We need to end up protecting our children by taking them back into their childhood. You're pronounced dead when your heart stops and your brain waves end. But you are not pronounced alive until you take that first breath. As Psalms 139 says, "For you were formed as you formed my inward parts, you knitted me together in my mother's womb." I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I ask you as parents to please stand up, protect our children as we protect the eagles, and asking ourselves at what point in time ended up saying